Good morning, Crocker, and welcome back to our HTV News Show. It's Shreya
and Caroline. Let's take it over to our top story.
Today's Thursday, May 7th, and it's a gold day. Today we will start off with some pictures sent by staff members. The first is a pair of Crocker alumni health workers, former Crocker students from 2004. Laura Minkel is on the left, and Jacqueline Saucidou is on the right. And they are working at UCSF in the emergency room. Laura is a nurse and Jacqueline is a respiratory care practitioner. And finally, here are a couple of Miss Shayu's Zoom classes saying hi. To start off the show, we have some more HTV at Home clips to show you. Let's go over to Darren for In the Views.
Hey guys, it's Marcello from HTV Year 2. Over this quarantine break, there's not a lot of stuff to do. When we were all back at school, I loved rock climbing. And now that I'm in quarantine, I don't really have a rock wall. So the trees are the next best thing. So Crocker, if you have a tree in your backyard, make sure you go climb it because it's a great source of exercise. And make sure not to get hurt. Alright, see you later, guys.
Steve Carell, who many know as Michael Scott from The Office, has a new series on Netflix. He plays a 4-star general who is forced to team up with a crazy scientist to start the U.S. military's newest agency, Space Force. This show stars many other actors from other sitcoms. Check out the trailer on Netflix. It is sure to be a great show.
We have Miss Gilchrist, who wants to remind you all of the new book club is on Friday at 8 a.m. She also has information about some great books.
Hi, everybody. This is Miss Gilchrist with a couple of quick book talks for you. Did you know that new books are generally released on Tuesdays? This week has a couple of really great titles that I think you'll be excited about. First, we have The One and Only Bob. This is the sequel to One and Only Ivan. Amazon says Bob lets out on a dangerous journey in search of his long-lost sister with the help of his two best friends, Ivan and Ruby. As a hurricane approaches and time is running out, Bob finds courage he never knew he had and learns the true meaning of friendship and family. Bob, Ivan, and Ruby have touched the hearts of millions of readers, and their story isn't over yet. Catch up with these beloved friends before the star-studded film adaptation of The One and Only Ivan comes out, tentatively scheduled for this summer. Next, for fans of the Selection series by Kira Cass, we have The Betrothed, the first in a new series. I know we have lots of Crocker students that love Kira Cass and the Selection series. Amazon says when King Jameson declares his love for Lady Hollis Bright, Hollis is shocked and thrilled. After all, she's grown up at Carriskin Castle, vying for the king's attention alongside other daughters of the nobility. Capturing his heart is a dream come true, but Hollis soon realizes that falling in love with the king and being crowned queen may not be the happily ever after she thought it would be. And when she meets a commoner with a mysterious power to see right into her heart, she finds that the future she really wants is one that she never thought to imagine. If you read on your Kindle, Disney has been releasing a new free ebook about every week or so. I've downloaded a couple of books from the Twisted Tale series that have been popular in the Crocker Library. And in honor of Star Wars Day, this week, it's a book called Queen's Shadow, which gives some backstory into Padme. It's recommended for grades 6 through 10. Check it out wherever you download ebooks. I believe these freebies are available on multiple platforms. If you have questions about this or want to know what other great books Disney is giving away, let me know and I can email you more information. Lastly, I am currently reading When Stars Are Scattered. This is a new graphic novel by Victoria Jameson. She wrote Roller Girl and All's Fair in Middle School. I am loving this book, and I think it is going to make many of the best of 2020 lists when they come out at the end of the year. Omar and his younger brother Hassan have spent most of their life in Dadaab, a refugee camp in Kenya. Life is hard there. There's never enough food. It's achingly dull. And without access to the medical care Omar knows his nonverbal brother needs. When Omar has the opportunity to go to school, he knows it might be a chance to change their future. But it would also mean leaving his brother, the only family member he has left, every day. Heartbreak, hope, and gentle humor exist together in this graphic novel about a childhood spent waiting and a young man who is able to create a sense of family and home in the most difficult of settings. It's an intimate, important, unforgettable look at the day-to-day life of a refugee, as told to New York Times bestselling author and artist Victoria Jameson by Omar Mohammed, the Somali man who lived the story. I haven't finished it yet, but I am really loving this book. If you need more book recommendations, please email me and let me know what have you been reading that you've liked, how are you accessing books during shelter in place, and what kind of book are you looking for, and I will be happy to make a recommendation for you. Book Club is meeting Fridays from 8 to 8:30, and I'm offering games and trivia in the virtual library on Mondays at 3:30. Email me for more information. I miss you all and hope that everybody is doing well.
We have a new art history segment from the 7th grade social study classes who have created Renaissance art history recreations. Each day, we will be showing you one of the students' art recreation and talking about the art and history. Today, we have Hiba, who created the famous Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci with her picture of her cat. This is one of the most famous paintings in history and was painted in 1503. It may have been painted to mark the birth of Francesco Giocondo, second son Andrea, after the death of their daughter. This may explain why Francesco's wife is wearing a dark veil, usually worn to represent mourning. Her clothes also represent signs of aristocratic status. Nice work, Hiba.
There are lots of opportunities out there, students. Sign up to be on the HTV team next year and work in our amazing studio. Leadership is also taking applications to be on the leadership team next year, and student council is looking for candidates. Check your email for more opportunities and sign up today.
For this week's Weird But True, we have some Star Wars themed facts. Did you know that the original Return of the Jedi ending saw Luke Skywalker turn evil? And did you know that in the original Star Wars, Yoda was going to be cast as a monkey? These are all weird but true Star Wars facts. Now let's go over to George for selfies.
What's going on, Crocker? My name is George, and now for today's selfie of the day. We have some awesome photos from you guys from last week's Spirit Week. The entirety of last week was organized by the awesome people in the leadership elected. Every single day had a really cool theme. For example, Monday was Mellow Monday. We had a day all about, and we also had a day all about cooking. My favorite day was Wacky Wednesday. And even though we aren't in school, Crocker students made sure that they would be participating in these awesome activities. On Friday, we also had an awesome class competition with the math teachers, competing in a live streamed math-based Kahoot. It was an awesome experience for the whole school, and make sure to use the brand new HTV website to submit some selfies and check out some old ones. Let's take it back to the desk.
Well, that's all for our show today. Bye, Crocker.
Bye, Crocker.